we're good. Apologies. I had OBS issues. Please find the new stream. I made it for 9:09, I think, or 9:08. All right, 19. All right, we are underway. I didn't get the clock going. Apologies. OBS decided to crash as I started. All right, hope everybody is here in the new one. I could not reuse the old one for some reason. Apologies on that. Don't know what happened. I'll delete the old one as soon as I can. All right, too warm in this, so I'm going to have to lose that. Just put the NHL hat on for now. All right, sorry, trying to get caught up. 18:59 to go in the first, and another save. All right, we will get started. 18:54 to go. Frozen puck. For some reason, OBS just decided to freeze and crash on me right as I went live. So apologies for that. All right, we're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube, I believe. Sorry again about that. And mask issues for Wedgwood. Whistle at 18:39. 3-1 the shots and no score. All right, that's the one that's live. This one died. So we'll try to delete that one and while he gets his mask fixed. Again, sorry about that. Again, I hope everybody found the right stream. I apologize. The first one died on me and nothing I could do. I had trouble copying over the old one at first, too. All right, let's delete that one forever, the old one. All right, back and set. 18:39, 3-1 the shots, and I got to get my light on. And a shot and another save. I believe that's the right one. 18:34. Sorry about that. All right. Apologies, everybody. I had a lot of trouble with OBS at the start. See if we've got the chat. Okay, there we go. Check on the audio real quick as we're underway again. Okay, Avalanche in white going right to left. Seattle in their really dark blue going left to right. Or Colorado in white, right to left. Into the near corner, taken. Toronto one, says Chance. Yeah, sorry, the other one crashed. I had OBS issues. It crashed on me and froze. And I was unable to get to the old stream because it had ended, and I had to quick create a new one, and I had trouble and an error copying it over. Kulak sends it up the boards for the Lanch. All right, I should say the Avs, and a dump in by the Avs. Behind the Kraken net. Again, Wedgwood in net for Colorado. Decord for Seattle. Far circle shot deflected into the netting above the glass. Whistle at 17:21. All right. Well, it's disappointing that I couldn't get started on time. I guess I need to start a little earlier in case something like that ever happens again. Usually I can still grab the existing one, or I don't have too much trouble recreating a new one, but then I got to take that extra step of deleting the old one. I should have closed out of the software between games. That was the mistake. I kept it open. All right, face off in the middle and taken out by Colorado. Behind the net to the far boards and out. Oh, I forgot to get the roster page up. Apologies. Yeah, we'll need to check the scores at the first media timeout. All right, sent in on net, taken behind the net for the Avs. That is Taze up ahead, and it's dumped in by Makar. Oh, that's right. They got Kadri from the Flames. I forgot they had him. McKinnon centers it. Shot was wide and sent behind the net. Kadri to McKinnon. Centering. Far circle goal already. 1-0 Colorado. Natchez at 16:15. And we have some Avs fans in Seattle celebrating. They have the old Colorado like throwbacks, but I don't know if those are Colorado Avalanche throwbacks, faux throwbacks or faux backs, or if they're like Colorado Rockies who became the Devils. That went right off of somebody's stick to Natchez. Natchez from Taze and McKinnon, yeah. McKinnon passed it and Taze touched it before Natchez got the pass and buried it. Past Decord. Face-off, center ice, 5-1 the shots, under just over 16 to play now. Dump in by Seattle and taken by Brent Burns in the far corner. Blue line keeper for Seattle. Pass, man, their numbers are hard to see. They're wearing like dark numbers with light trim. I don't think these are their normal jerseys. These are impossible to see the numbers. I keep seeing 41. That's Evans. That's about it. Evans in the near boards. Down low. And trying to get it out, and getting it out is Kelly. And Kraken have it in their own end. Pass to the red line, into the near boards. Kraken can't do anything with it. We're going the other way. 2-on-2. Drop pass shot from the far circle is wide for Colorado. 15:05 to play. First period. Towards the net, another one, and rebound and sent wide. That was off the stick of Nichushkin. All right. Kept in by Makar at the blue line and sent around. Now far corner for Nelson. And, well, still battling. Nichushkin back to the blue line. Sent in by Taze. Not on target, though. Sent around. Blue line keeper. Makar gets it to Taze. It's taken away finally by Seattle. And sent up the near boards. Picked up in the far boards and now passed to Taze. Up ahead over the red line. Natchez lost the handle. Seattle going the other way. Near circle. Pass towards the net. Blast from the slot. Rebound into the near boards. And sent out. But I can't read any of these numbers for Seattle. These uniforms are horrific. You can't read the numbers on the back. It's dark on dark with a light outline. That is 29. That would be done. Okay, I know done. Other than Evans, I really haven't been able to pick a number out. They got to be perfectly squared up to the camera for that light color to flash. I saw Goudreau out there. Puck is tipped into the netting above the glass at 13-19. And that should be the under 14 media timeout. Shot 6-2 Avalanche, and they're leading 1-0. Oh, yeah. I'll have to check in on the other scores. Let's do the Natchez goal visualizer, though. Natchez 88. Behind the net. And then McKinnon sends it at, I think it was tipped by Taze to Natchez, and then he sent it in. So Natchez 30th goal of the year. McKinnon's 62nd assist. All right, finals from earlier. Blues 3, Canes 1. Devils lose at home 5-4 to the Flames. Panthers win at home 2-1 over the Jackets in overtime. Yeah, the Hurricanes lost at home. Lightning win at home 4-1 over the Wings. Leafs 6, Ducks 4. That's what Chance was referring to. We heard, if you were with me earlier, you heard the Capitals beat the Sabres 2-1. Sharks 4, Bruins 2. Any early games going? Yeah, we still got. These might be like 7 o'clock games. Stars 6, Oilers 2. Jamie Benn with at least 2. Yeah, he has 2. Oh, Dickinson scored for the Oilers, but they're down 6-2. Flyers Wild 2-2, 8:54 to go in the third. Rangers 5, Jets 3, 5:52 to go in the third. Mammoth lead at home 1-0 over the Hawks. Gunther's 31st. Canucks 1, Predators 0, 11:20 in the first. Rossi's 7th. Penguins and Knights, no score. And that'll catch us up. All right, back underway after a face-off in the Avs zone. Into the Seattle zone and sent up and out by Decord. But it was iced by the Kraken. Don't think it was by the goalie. I didn't see who sent it up. Oh, I forgot it. The timeout. Yeah. All right, near face-off circle. Oh, my gosh. Could they turn off those LED lights while their game's going on? They let that go long after the face-off had already occurred. I can't do Seattle home games anymore. This is ridiculous. Sharks have a little bit, but they don't flash the lights. Or if they do, it's one color, and they don't do it rapidly like Seattle does. Another icing on Seattle. Whistle at 12:40. Oh, maybe I should have done that Penguins Golden Knights game. No score, 11-19. Avalanche probably blow out the Kraken here. Which, as a Kings fan, that's fine. Oh my gosh, these flashing lights are a problem. Seattle sends it up to the red line, taken into the near side, dumped into the far corner. Avs in the far circle, skated out to the red line, pass to the near circle, drop pass by Natchez, McKinnon looking, blast from Taze, off target, kept in, But now Seattle skates it out to the red line and a dump in. And sent to the side of the net. Tays with a pass. Pass to the middle to Natchez. The near side. 91. I keep forgetting they have Kadri. McKinnon. Tays. That's deflected wide. Probably trying to get a deflection from Kadri, actually. Into the far corner. Behind the Seattle net, they take it to the far corner and send it down the length of the ice. This is going to maybe be on target, so no icing. Steered aside by Wedgwood. Behind the net, Malinsky. Up ahead into the Seattle end, and that is, I believe, icing on Colorado at 11:21. Yeah, sorry for the rough start. Did not expect OBS to just crash on me like that. Lesson learned. I'll have to close the software between games, especially when it's that long a delay. All right, center ice draw. So it was not icing on the Avs, but it's behind their own net now. Pass deflected into the far boards for Seattle. Over the line into the neutral zone. Pass to the into the slot. Deflected. Knocked away. And Brent Burns will dump it in from the neutral ice for the Avs. Up the near board, Seattle. Tipped. Stopped by Wedgwood. Picked up by Malinsky. Pass ahead towards the net, off the side of the net on a shot by Bardakov. And defensemen have it. Kulak, I think, to Malinsky, up ahead. Avs have to get back on side. They carried it in, shot blocked, and I think the cord decided to freeze it in the crease at 10:14. Shot 7-3. Easy chance. I hear you. Alrighty. Face off. I saw Dunn out there for Seattle on this, behind the draw. Sent to the neutral ice. Finally, Seattle takes it into the far boards, far circle, stops, falls down. I can't tell who it is. These numbers are unreadable. Avalanche to the red line, dump it in. Dunn battling in the corner. Sent up the boards for Seattle, the neutral ice. Picked up by Tays for Colorado. Pass up ahead. Misplayed by Kadri. And it's sent in again by Seattle, but quickly sent out into the near circle. Loop back to the blue line. Natchez leaves it for McKinnon. McKinnon tries to center it to Kelly. And it's sent down. Picked up, I think, by Malinsky. No. It was Kulak. Kulak sends it up. Kelly takes it, takes a shot. The cord saves it, freezes it, and loses his helmet as he went down on the ice to freeze it. On our hockey moon, crossed off honeymoon. Hilarious. There's a sign in the crowd. Wait, what the heck? How did my clock... It is 9:07. I must have mishit a button. Sorry about that. Wow, this has been a horrific start to the game for my coverage of it. I apologize. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the scores. Now they say 8-3 shots, of course, because of that last one. Any other finals? Yes, I think we have No, 3 in the third. Isn't that what it was? Yeah, no new finals. Oilers losing in Dallas, 6-2 Stars, 5:07 in the third. Flyers Wild still tied in St. Paul, Minnesota, 2-2, 4:14 in the third. In Winnipeg, Rangers 5, Jets 3, 50 seconds to go. Hawks still down 1-0 to the Mammoth, 3:30 in the second. Jeez Louise, stop with all these messages on YouTube. It's ridiculous. Rangers must have maybe gotten an empty netter. It's 6-3 now. Yep, Adam Fox with the power play goal. Sabinajad assist. Or no. It is Noah Laba. I went the wrong way. Noah Laba is 8th, even strength, 6-3, 30 seconds to go. Canucks, Bozer 1-0 over the Predators, 5:39. Knights, Sisson scored. Come on, Penguins. We need help with the Knights. 7:29 in the first. Face off and kept in by Colorado. Scramble in front of the crease, but the puck is in the far boards still. Sent behind the boards into the near corner. All right. Colorado still in the O-zone. Now finally Seattle gets a pass. They take it to the red line and send it in, but it's sent right back out by Colorado. Nelson with Nichushkin. Blue line shot into the near boards. Man, that camera coverage. I don't really want to watch altitude. They're annoying. But I hope the camera coverage is better than Seattle's. It's very herky-jerky here. Into the near corner after a shot was blocked. To the far corner. Blue line keeper for the Avs. That is wide into the far corner. Lindgren and Montour have been out there over a minute for Seattle. A dump in by Manson, and Manson picks it up, actually, and that's going to be icing again on Seattle. It's 7:57. A blocked shot there by, I think, Eberle for the Kraken. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Lindgren and Montour have been out there more than a minute 20. Somebody shattered a stick. Seattle dumps it in again, this time not icing. Tays behind the net. No, Makar behind the net. Pass and a dump in. Ooh, collision at the blue line. Hard hit by Seattle. Somebody got knocked down at the blue line for Colorado. Another hit by the boards. That was close to boarding. Tays a pass to the far side. Zoom in. I think we're going to have to try altitude. Man, Kraken. Maybe the numbers will be brighter too. I'll have to give it a shot next commercial break. Sent up the near board. Skated in by Natchez. Near circle. Pass to the far side. Centering pass. Tipped and another goal for Colorado at 7:06. 2-0. Looks like it'll be McKinnon. They have not posted on NHL.com yet. Natchez, no, on the pass, right? McKinnon, return pass to Kadri. It's McKinnon's goal. It must have gone off of, it went off of number 6. That went off of Larson's skate, so that is credited to McKinnon. Play continues. 6:53 to go, first period. 2-0 Colorado. Puck is in the far corner. Now up the near boards for Colorado. Pass gets away. Taken, centered, and deflected behind the net. Wrap around, no good for Seattle. And they take it away at the neutral ice. Pass back to their own zone. I'm assuming it's Larson. I cannot read these numbers. Larson heads off for a line change. Yeah, we'll have to see if altitude's, like, if it's a little easier to see the numbers. Passed off the near boards. And Colorado back into their own zone. Pass off the near boards again. And knocked away from Drury. But Kelly has it in the near corner. Behind the net. Seattle gets it to neutral ice. Into the O-zone. Far circle. Takeaway by Colorado. Assuming it was Drury. Up ahead. Both teams getting line changes. Seattle into the near boards. Behind the net, Eberle there. And let's see. Yeah, unless they have a cutaway cam, I cannot read these numbers at all. They have to perfect. Like, I keep seeing Evans because he's getting his numbers squared to the main camera, the broadcast cam. 5:26, a whistle. Either offsides or icing, I think, on Colorado. All right, Eberle's out there for Seattle. I think he's taking the draw against Nelson. Blue line keeper, Seattle up the middle, shot blocked into the near corner. Fourth straight 100-plus point season for McKinnon. And again, it was an own goal on Larson. Went in off his skate on the second goal. All right, Eberle near boards, and sent behind the net. Near circle, Eberle. Tipped towards the crease, then the rebound. Looked like there was a trip on Colorado, no call. Colorado sends it up the ice into the near far circle, right in front of the net, and then taken behind the net for Seattle. Sent up the far board or near boards. And maybe an offsides on Colorado. We'll see. 11-4 the shots, Colorado. Oh, that was a nice deflection. And then the rebound, he fell down or maybe got tripped. And it went wide. That was a great deflection for Seattle's fourth shot on goal. But they're down 2-0 here. 4:33 to play in the first. All right, I think we do have a final to pass along. Rangers 6, Jets 3. That's the final from Winnipeg. 2 minutes to go in Dallas. 6-2 Stars over the Oilers. Overtime, Flyers and Wild. Hawks still getting shut out. Mammoth lead 1-0 for second intermission. Canucks 1, Predators 0, 1:50 to go. First period. Golden Knights 1, Penguins 0, 3:09 to go in the first. And the Flyers have a power play, 108 on their power play. So 4-on-3. Oh my gosh. I'm so sick of seeing ads for the Oscars. I probably haven't watched the Oscars in 40 or more years at least. I couldn't even tell you the last time. Even in passing or flipping by it or somebody else having it on. Yeah, those were some hits there. I don't know if I forgot to get out and check altitude. Dang it. All right, maybe next whistle for icing I can. Colorado dumps it into the near corner. Seattle with the puck, though, trying to dig it out. I don't know if it was Larson or Stevenson, maybe. It's up the far boards. Blue line keeper by the Avs towards the far corner, behind the net, and into the near corner. Ooh, looked like Dunn got knocked down. And the Kraken finally send it up. And dumped in behind the net into the near corner. Seattle trying to dig it out. Natchez is there. Centering pass. Taken behind the net for the Avs. Probably Malinsky. Pass to the near side for Kadri. Looks like Colorado getting a line change. Skated out by Drury into the O-zone. He chases into the far corner. He's pinned up against the boards. Under 3.5 to go, opening period. Finally, it's dug out by, I think, Montour. Up ahead. Far circle shot, or in the slot shot. That was high or wide. Blue line shot again. I think this one was a glove save at 3:04. Actually, let me quick do it now. I want to see if... oh, come on. Why do you do that to me, ESPN Plus? Great. I got to go all the way back. They sent me all the way into tomorrow's games. All I wanted to do was switch to Altitude or the Avalanche feed. Yes, I want to watch it live. Why would I want to watch anything else? All right, taking a beat to get back in, of course. I should have waited for icing. All right, we'll see if the numbers are a little easier to read. Yeah, I think maybe. We'll see. Skated up by the Kraken. At least the camera work, I think, should be better. Near boards, yeah, I think I can pick up some of these numbers a little bit better. It's still not easy. Looks like an offsides whistle against Seattle. I don't know who told the Kraken these uniforms are a good idea, but they were misguided. All right, 11-5, the shots late in the first period. All right. Face off. And sent around. Far corner. Behind the net. Kept in. Blue line. Shot wide or tipped into the near corner. Seattle sends it behind the Colorado net. Back to the near side, though. Picked up. Sent to the far circle. Sent into the near corner. Centering pass. Eberle couldn't handle it, and somebody got a high stick. Natchez has got blood on the ice. He's losing some ketchup. Maybe from the nose or the teeth. Believe Eberle is the guilty party. There's probably going to be a penalty coming up. Probably a high stick double minor. Well, maybe. Yeah, sorry. Actually, I'm on the Colorado announcers, and they were saying, oh, maybe it was his own stick, but I think Eberle definitely high sticked him. So Colorado penalty, and it's a 4-minute double minor, meaning they can get 2 goals. Natchez heads to the locker room, too. They are, I think, going to review it, probably just to confirm it. Seattle fans don't like the call, but it's absolutely the correct call. Basically, it was a cross check. I mean, take your pick. I mean, I think the stick just slipped, but he got him in the face, and it wasn't like a case of him pushing Natchez' own stick into him. All right, looks like Natchez has already returned from the locker room. All right, near circle face-off, 1:49 to play, 4-minute power play, meaning if they score before 2:01, they continue with 2 minutes on another power play. Double minor, that's how it works. 5-minute major, you can score as many times as you want. You have to serve the whole major. All right, looked like a shot from just outside the crease on a backhander. Colorado gets it to the blue line, and it's out. 31st in PK for the Kraken, 30th in power play for the Avalanche. Wow. Such a good team, and their power play is one of the worst. All right, blue line keeper. Looks like Makar. Centering pass, and off the rebound. There's the goal at 1:12. So we'll have another 2 minutes of power play for Colorado. 3-0. So let me just delete that one and re-add it then. At 1:12. Nothing Decord could do. A rebound and no help from his defense. McKinnon, a nice pass. And that was Nicholas Waugh with the rebound. Nelson and McKinnon, the assist. Again, on the power play. So now they have 2 minutes left on the power play. All right. 1 minute remaining in this first period. 13-6 the shots. And taken and passed to the red line. Dump in by Taze to the far corner. Sent around by the Kraken to the near side. And I think it was cleared by Stevenson. So if they don't score in the next, what's left, the 30 seconds left in the first, although towards the net, a backhander and a save by Decord at 26.6. And NHL.com is wrong. They're not still on the 4-minute, double minor power play. The first penalty expires. It's a double minor. You score on the first part, that part expires, then you get then you go to the 2 minutes. Waugh, 7th on the power play at 18:48 from Nelson and McKinnon. Another save off a shot by Makar at 17.3. Good old NHL.com. They always struggle with the penalties for some reason. It takes them forever to fix stuff, too. Good shot from the far circle for Makar. Blue line keeper to the McKinnon. Down low to Natchez, but it's cleared up the boards by Seattle. That should do it for the first period. 15-8 are the shots. 3-0 the score. All right, there's the countdown for the second period. 48 seconds left on the Colorado 5-on-4 when we start the second, not what NHL.com has. Kraken got a test tonight. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Isildur? I think this is my last Kraken game. I'm not sure why I took this game. I don't know. I guess I don't know if Pittsburgh games do well. I guess I should have known Dr. DeLay wouldn't do a West Coast game. But yeah, 1-0 Knights after one. I don't really like doing Golden Knights games, but it would have been better than this. This is going to be lopsided. Colorado dominating. But plus, I had trouble with the software at the start. Who knows how many people tuned out and didn't bother to try to tune back in. Oilers are being helped out tonight. Yeah, I knew you meant helped. Oilers, yeah. Yeah, I guess we should look at the standings. Well, we didn't get the last goal visualizer, I think. We can do them all. Kraken let me down the last 2 games, so today I bet the Avalanche to score 3 goals first. Well, you won. Hello, Saint. Congrats on the win. Well, Kraken are going to have to hope for a much better defensive front in the second period, and gonna have to create some scoring chances some way, somehow. Maybe on the long changes. They gotta find a way to get back in this game. The next goal is going to be critical. If it's 4-0, I mean, it's pretty much good night, Irene, I guess, to coin a phrase. Although we have seen 4-0 leads in the third evaporate, but it's not too often. Let's just do all the goals. Natchez is number 88. He's got the puck in the far circle. It's behind the net. And then McKinnon sends it. It gets tipped by Taze to him, and he buries it from the far side. Really nothing DeCord could do. Then McKinnon sent one off a skate and in. So it was an own goal by Seattle. McKinnon off the bench as Natchez brings it in. Fires to the far side, and then it goes in off the skate of Adam Larson, a defenseman for the Kraken. Then Nicholas Waugh on the power play, unless he's a Roy. There might be a Roy in the league. McKinnon pass and rebound put in by Waugh from Nelson and McKinnon. And 48 seconds left on the Colorado power play, not the 2:11 you see for NHL.com. Yeah, true. McMahon was a big addition. Oh, the goal. Yeah. All right, I think we got another final to pass on here real quick. Wow. Stars 7, Oilers 2. Jeez Louise. It was 5-2. That's as close as... Wow. It was 5-0, 5-2. Oh, just got another final as this thing... Flyers 3, Wild 2 in a shootout. So the Kraken the Avalanche and Stars will be happy about that. Wild kind of slipping into third. That might be too tough for them to overcome. 3-2 Flyers. Konechny with the shootout winner. All right, we can go through all the scores real quick. 3-2 Flyers over the Wild in a shootout in Minnesota. In Winnipeg, Rangers 6, Jets 3. In Dallas, Stars 7, Oilers 2. In Carolina, Blues 3, Canes 1. That's a bit of an upset. Devils at home lose 5-4 to the Flames. Panthers win at home 2-1 over the Blue Jackets. Lightning win at home 4-1 over the Wings. In Toronto, Leafs 6, Ducks 4. As heard on Simbin Stream, Capitals 2, Sabres 1 in Buffalo. Sharks beat the Bruins 4-2. Other games in progress. Starting the third, Mammoth 1, Hawks 0. Predators Canucks 1-1. Tyson Jost with the equalizer, his fifth at 18:28 of the first. Golden Knights 1, Penguins 0, first intermission. I guess I should have done Penguins Golden Knights. Yeah, I can't. For one thing, for the Kraken, they have these LED flashing lights in the rows to the stands. It's kind of annoying. They actually let it keep going after a face-off and the puck and going around the net, to the far boards. Two, these stupid jerseys. Tonight they've got this light, the lighter number, SCA, just an outline of the number. The number and the jersey is the same color, that dark blue. It's nearly impossible to pick up the numbers. And most importantly, 3 or whatever number I was on, these Kraken games just don't do anything. I thought maybe Colorado would, but should have done Penguins Golden Knights. All right, taking a little bit of a rest period, though, the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just one NHL game at 6 o'clock. Kings Islanders, because the other game is Oilers Blues, and it's on Hulu. Just want to do 6 instead. Saturday, I don't get Leafs Sabres, so we'll do the Canadiens, Sharks Canadiens. I'm kind of done with the Kings. Those games don't normally do well anyways, and I'm doing them Friday night because they're playing the Islanders. Want to see Schaefer. Still want to get a little bit of Kopitar in the mix before he retires. And then, because I'm spending this weekend with my 2 sons, so I'm trying not to. And I need to rest my voice a little. Sunday, I elected to do Ducks Canadiens. I didn't want to do the Predators. Don't want to do the Kraken. Don't get the Wild. And I want to do the Canadiens. So Ducks Canadiens. Then Monday, we'll return with double headers. Not much to pick from Monday. Flames Wings. Wings games do bad. Bruins Devils. Bruins do bad. It's on ESPN. Some of these Eastern Conference games can get really boring. Like Flyers Leafs the other week was really bad. So we'll do Kings Rangers despite, one more Kings game again. And then the only chance for a doubleheader is Penguins Avalanche. Puck drop about 8:45. Hopefully we're not late to it. And then Tuesday, gonna do the Canadiens. Bruins Canadiens. Islanders Leafs would be all right. Canes Jackets, no thank you. Would love to do Canes. They don't get views though. And then at 9, no choice. I don't have the Lightning Kraken. Wouldn't do it anyways. Much rather do Sabres Golden Knights that night. So that's the next 5 days. We'll see. I will try to do men's, maybe women's college basketball like during the day. I'm not going to preempt primetime hockey for college basketball. All right, I think I'm going to take a break, rest my voice. We'll put the score page up. Those are the other games, only one in progress, Blackhawks Mammoth. All right, let me cue up the music. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I may have already said this, but doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other potential viewers, which will help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. If you have a Twitch account, please give me a follow there as well. Again, the advantage with Twitch, it's only like a 4-second delay, and as of now, no commercials. But appreciate your support here on YouTube. All right, let's check the. Let's get the music going. Hey, we're up to 14 and I hate to give a number and then people unsubscribe, but we're at 1405, so I do appreciate it. And let's go with the shorter songs. All right, I'll be back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Thanks for being here. Hopefully we get a game going for you here in the second period. They can't all be exciting thrillers, overtimers, or close to overtime, though. But miscalculation here, I think. Should have realized Kraken might get dominated by the Avs at home, but it happens. Alrighty. 1-1. Tyler Bertuzzi's 28th goal on the power play from Bedard and Nazar. Hawks 1-1 in Utah with the Mammoth, 14:49. All right. Philip Grubauer in net. They yanked Decord. Probably the right call. Power play continues. I don't think I spelled it correctly. Grubauer. Whistle at 19:45. All right. But we changed goalies, just FYI. Seattle. All right, face off. 30 seconds to go on the Colorado power play. NHL.com did not fix their issue with the double minor. The Avs scored in the first 2 minutes, so then they had another, 2 minutes still left on the 4-minute power play. It only ends whatever's left above, 2:01 or 2:01 and above. McKinnon to the far boards, kept in at the blue line. Makar, now it gets out to the neutral ice. That's it. That's the end of the power play. And at least it's correct now for NHL.com. Eberle has it in the near boards. Sends it behind the Colorado net. Centering pass. Didn't get through. Puck is frozen at the side of the net by Wedgwood. May have been Beniers on that shot. Again, we switched from the Kraken TV to the Colorado feed just to try and see if they had brighter cameras to try and, or, brighter feed to try and pick up some of these numbers for the Kraken. Colorado tried to get it out after they won the draw. Colorado in white going left to right, Kraken in that really dark blue right to left. A dump in by Seattle. Taken behind the net by Taves for Colorado. And he heads back behind there. Takes it out again. Far circle. Pass to that's not Makar. That is 37, Blankenberg. Into the near corner. Back to the blue line. Burns to the far side. A blast. I don't know if it got through. 87.1, but was it on goal? Doesn't appear to have been. Kraken dumped it in, and the Avs have it in their own zone. Now it's behind the Colorado net. Still not out. Seattle dumps it into the near boards. Blue line blast. Blocked. Taken out by the Avs. And towards the net, a slow sliding puck frozen there by Grubauer. Grubauer came in after Decord gave up 3 goals in the first. Probably just to spark the team. All right, face off in the near circle. Man, false start. McKinnon got kicked from the draw. Stevenson, false start. Still waiting. Third attempt. There we go. I don't know what was different. Malinsky passes. They get it to the far side. Malinsky out there with, I guess, Kulak. Towards the net and a frozen puck by Grubauer at 17:31. Pardon me. Looks like NHL.com took a shot away for Colorado. It's 15-9. We're getting an ad during this break. They got a side-by-side. Texas de Brazil. Or Terra de Brazil? Yeah. For the Colorado feed? I don't get it. All right, sent behind the net for Seattle into the far corner. Pass to the neutral ice. Taken by the right wing to the far circle. Behind the Colorado net. Centered in the near circle. That shot was saved into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Kadri sends it out. Chased by Natchez. But it is the Kraken who dig it out in the far corner. Send it behind their own net. And played to the near side. Up into the neutral zone. Towards the net, a backhander saved by Wedgwood. He hangs on at 16:53. Shots 15-11 now. Couple chances for the Kraken. Yeah, nice kick save. I think Dunn had that shot. And then a nice shot by Gaudreau that on that backhander that Wedgwood saved. Face off in the near circle for Colorado's defensive zone. Yeah, these LED lights are making me crazy. Bothering my eyes. All right, Seattle controls it after the face-off win. They get knocked down behind the net, and we got a penalty coming up on Colorado. If they can get the extra attacker out, they have time. Don't see as of yet. I'm assuming that they did. Far circle, pass to the blue line. Into the near boards, and now finally picked up by Makar at 16:23, and we'll get the penalty call. Holding on Taze is the call. And Seattle heads to the power play. Yeah, something. He knocked him down behind the net. He got into Eberle, shoved him, tripped him with the stick, and then he's down. I mean, they had already made the call. Not sure why it's holding instead of, like, tripping or maybe obstruction, but... All right, near face-off, or hold on. Which camera? Oh, jeez. Near circle draw, won by the Kraken. That shot was wide. And Colorado skates it out to the red line, and they loop back into their own zone. That is Drury, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Kelly, Drury, Burns, and Manson. Sorry. 5th in PK for Colorado, 14th in power play, 82.4 for Colorado. All right, towards the slot, centering pass tipped. How did that not go in? Colorado clears it out of the net. Grubauer stops it in the far circle. Picked up. None of those were shot on goal. Colorado stole it in the near boards. Wasting some time. And now finally Seattle sends it to the neutral zone. And skated in. Now up the middle. Shot. Nope. Picked his pocket. It's in the crease. Pile up and a frozen puck by Wedgwood at 15:19. Meaning there's 56 seconds left on the Seattle power play. You know, maybe I could look at taking away the power play stuff and just putting the time up. Man, maybe I can figure out how to do that so it's back to normal. I never really looked into that. Cleared by Colorado, stopped, picked up. But I do like seeing the the number, the 5-on-4, in case there's ever a 5-on-3 or 4-on-3. Into the far corner, behind the net, into the near boards. And behind the net, up the far boards, and not kept in, and knocked out, probably into the benches at 14:40. Brent Burns, 989 consecutive games played. He's only behind Phil Kessel's 1,064. He's tied with Yandel at 989. Face off. Burns, I think, sent it around and not out. I don't know what Kelly was doing at the blue line. Now it's Drury and Kelly. Kelly has the puck. It's into the far corner. Finally, Seattle has the puck. And, and it looked like another trip. We're going to get another penalty here at 14:22 after the other one expired. It looks like Burns is sent off for a trip. And Seattle back to the power play, but they need to capitalize here soon. Yep, tripping on Burns.
It's true. And Berkeley Catton, can I just say that I love that name, Berkeley Catton? But the move on Brent Burns, and Brent Burns normally is on the right side with Josh Manson. Josh Manson on the...
And I think, I think they were saying he tripped Catton. Yep, Berkeley Catton. Announcers were saying they liked the name. I don't know. I've heard the Avs announcers are pretty bad. They're homers. Pardon any Avs fans. Blue line keeper by Seattle. Centering from the slot. That shot is blocked. Into the far circle. Return to the near circle. At the point. Far circle. It's still impossible to read these numbers for Seattle. Into the near boards. And, boy, I hope they don't make the playoffs just for that reason. Their number. Oh, nearly a takeaway on, I think that was Nelson. Finally, the Kraken have it in the O-zone. Into the far corner. Sent behind the net. Back to the near boards. Blue line keeper. Dunn sends it down. I'm assuming it was Dunn. He's the only defenseman out there. Kind of looked like 29. Shot up the middle, saved into the far boards. Under a minute to go on the Kraken power play. I'll fix the clock issues there. Cleared by Colorado, and they're getting a line change. Picked up behind the net for Seattle. They bring it up the near boards and drop pass. Taken over the red. Into the near boards again. Blue line. Well, now near boards, near circle. Towards the net. Far circle shot. Big rebound. At the point to the far boards. Knocked down. Blue line keeper. 20 seconds to go. Looked like another trip. No call. It wasn't near the ref. Taken in the near corner. And let's see. Near circle, centering, blue line, far circle, shot, big rebound. Nobody got a stick on it. 2-1. That's it for the power play. We're back to 5-on-5. Another PK for the Avs. Burns pass got tipped away. Breakaway attempt towards the net. Backhander sent wide. Wow. Golden opportunity for the Kraken wasted. Somebody tried to make a hit on Natchez and crashed to the ice, though, in the process. Steal by the Kraken. Shot was wide into the far corner. Blue line keeper for the Kraken. So they're forcing the issue on offense. Just nothing to show. And a great screen. And still I think Myers on the screen. Maybe Melanson. And still, a nice save again by Wedgwood at 11:43 as we head to the under 14 media timeout. All right, probably time to check the scoreboard right now. Shots 15 apiece now. Blackhawks take the lead 2-1 on the Mammoth in Utah, but Mammoth head to the power play. Frank Nazar's 10th from Teravainen and Bertuzzi. Again, Mammoth power play with 8:42 to play. Predators still up 2-1 on the Canucks. 9:32 to go in the second. In that one, one second. Just making sure my tablet is freaking out. So Predators 2, Canucks 1. Last goal was Yost. Oh, Yost has 2. That's why I was wondering. Yost has 2 in the game. Is 6. Yossi and Ufko the assist. Golden Knights 3, Penguins 1. Mitch Marner's 19th. Raquel's 13th made it 2-1. Dorofeyev's 31st made it 2-0. Yeah, we knew Sissons made it 1-0. Was there another final? I think we got them all. And these are all old. We can go through them all again once again. And maybe check the college basketball board. And we're back from commercial. Well, see, no, they took a shot away from Seattle. Yep, good pickup of Kadri. See what that does for Colorado. Hey, Derek, hello. How are you? Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. I'm having a good night. Voice is just a little shot, but we'll rest up in the next 3 days. Less games, solo games each night. All right. Seattle up the far boards, pass to the middle, carried over the red, and a dump in. On net, glove save, and Wedgwood hangs on. 11:25. Shots now are 15-15. We'll see if they take it away again, though, as it may have been a little bit wide on the glove save. And so far, so good on the goalie change. Oh, geez. There's an Avs fan behind, I guess it's the Avs reporter, and then some guy's got a Ducks hat. All right. Had to switch to altitude, try to get better visual of the Kraken numbers because they are impossible to read. All right, sent to the far circle for the Avs. Blue line keeper to the near boards, towards the net, around the net. That's got to be Makar, and it's back into the near corner. Now the Kraken take it out to the neutral zone and dump it in. Chased down towards the net, shot, loose puck, not frozen by Wedgwood. They take it behind the net, bring it out. Makar over the red line. Man, he is fast. Sent through the crease to the far boards. Believe that is Drury, yeah. And sent behind the Seattle net. Brindley into the far corner. Kraken send it around to the near boards. Burns ties somebody up. And it's sent to the far side by Bardakov. Looked like maybe a trip, no call. Nelson went down. Near corner. Kraken finally get it to the neutral ice, but Burns passes it. Assuming that's Manson. Now it's in the near corner. Both Burns and Manson. Up the near boards. Nearly stolen. They get it back to Burns. That might have been Kivaranta who sent it to him. Seattle digs it out of the near corner. Up the near boards. Sent ahead. And behind the Colorado net, up the near boards. Blue line keeper tipped into the near side on a shot. Near corner. Under 9.5 to go. Second period. So we're halfway through the game. All right, Colorado getting a line change. They have it. Center it. Malinsky's shot, saved by Grubauer, into the far boards. Taken out by the Kraken. I guess that wasn't a save, or it wasn't on net. Nope, now they decide to count it, but NHL.com doesn't have it yet. Blue line keeper to the far circle. McKinnon, it gets tipped away into the far boards, and it's picked up by Kadri. Passed by McKinnon into the near boards for Natchez. Blue line keeper Makar, far side, I'm assuming it's Tays, towards the net and into the near circle. Yep, still 16-15 shots, Seattle. Thought that was a shot myself. As we get advertisement for next year's tickets. Cheapers. All right, Tays pass. Makar up ahead and into the neutral, passed through the neutral zone by Kraken, a dump in. Picked up by Makar. Sent to the near boards. Taken up by Wah. And somebody fell down. That was Drury. Or no, I'm sorry, not Drury. Kelly. And a tripping call coming up on the Kraken. Let's see who they send off. There's definitely a call. There we go. It's Larson for the Kraken trip. And we head to the under 10 media timeout. And Seattle will be on the PK, down a man, 5-on-4 after the commercial. Assuming that's a trip on Larson. It is. He tripped Parker Kelly. I keep thinking this is a spoof commercial, but it's an actual, like accident lawyer commercial or something. Oh, the Mammoth tie it up. Paterka's 22nd from Carsoni. And it's 2-2 with 5:25 to play in the third. I guess I got to work on this ring light reflecting off my glasses. It looks like my eyeballs sometimes. Maybe if I lower it a little bit, maybe it doesn't hit the glasses then. Just try not to have shadows on the face. We'll see. I got to mess with my camera height. I think it needs to be, it's like this high. I need it to go a little bit lower. I still got to work on the setup here. All right, 2-2 Hawks Mammoth. 3-1 now. Predators over the Canucks. 4:28 to go in the second. 3-1 Golden Knights over the Penguins. 6:48 in the go in the second. All right, Avalanche back to the power play. They are already 1 for 2. Seattle's 0 for 2. All right, face off. 1 for 2, 4 shots, Colorado. Down low, far circle. Pass in the slot, tipped wide behind the net, sent up the near boards by the Kraken, but not out. Makar kept it in. Makar passes. McKinnon in the point. Drop pass to Makar towards the net. It went to the side. And behind the net, somebody is down for Colorado. It's cleared by Seattle. 17-16 the shots on goal. 7:10 to go, second period. Blue line pass, far circle, picked up. McKinnon circles around a couple times, passes down low. Blue line or at the point by Tate. I think that was Makar. Makar and Tays out there. Shot blocked and cleared down the length of the ice by the Kraken. 17-17 the shots. 3-0 Colorado the score. Taken away by the Kraken in the far boards. Far circle. Up the middle. Shot and a goal. A shorty by Seattle. They get on the board. What a top shelf shot. That was Evans, I believe, at 6:24. Mistake by the Avalanche, giving up a shorthanded goal. Evans from Stevenson. Evans's Riker Evans' seventh goal. It would beat Wedgwood glove side high from the circle, from the near circle. A nice pass from the far circle. He beat him to the just under the bar on the far post. Suddenly it's 3-1, and they did it a man down. Seattle fans going crazy. All right, just kill the LED lights. Thank you. Face off, and the Kraken clear it. It's taken by Malinsky. Passes to Kulak. Malinsky brings it up. Power play is almost over. 15 seconds remaining. Blue line keeper. Far circle. In the corner. Battling for the puck. Sent behind the net. And Kraken clear it. That'll do it. Back to 5-on-5 with 5:50 to play in the second period. Up ahead. Taken away at the neutral ice. Skated in. Nichushkin lost it. Seattle going the other way. And far circle. Blue line keeper. Near circle. Shot. Save. Big rebound. And sent up ahead. Now skated in by Colorado. A hit along the boards. And let's see. Back to the blue line. Near circle. Shot blocked into the near circle. Seattle gets it back. And shots are 20-17 now, Seattle. Under 5 to play. Second period. Up the middle. For the, let's see, Nate just sends one into the far corner. And Colorado digs it out. Nate just gets it in the far corner. Pass gets away, though. Seattle takes it to the red line. A pass and a dump in, actually, to the far corner. A near corner. Nice hit by Colorado. Taken in the far corner. Man, the people on ice. Blankenberg. Now to the near boards. Seattle wasted a chance. Now it's sent up the near boards by Colorado. Avs lose it. They dump it right back in. Man, they're having camera coverage issues too. Very herky-jerky. All right. Behind their own net. Seattle up the near boards. Down the length of the ice. They beat out the icing apparently. Or somebody tipped it. Or no. And now we got pushing and shoving. Winterton and Melanson against, looks like Taze and Nichushkin, I believe. Did they call icing? And I thought the Kraken had beat it out.
So players kept playing. Maybe took a few liberties. Devon Taves didn't like it, and of course, Kyle Keefe is eating. It's like Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11. I got back to my seat. There was a hot dog here. Somebody left you a hot dog. I don't, and you're eating it. Well, I took a bite of it, but here's the thing. I'm waiting to see if this is going to become a Dateline episode where I. Boy, you.
Oh, brother. All right. They do like to lighten things up on the altitude broadcast, apparently. It's kind of odd to see a reporter on the road too, and in the stands reporter for the road team. All right, taken to the far boards. Kraken with the puck in the far circle. It's in the far corner. Avalanche trying to get it out. Blue line keeper for the Kraken to the near circle. Behind the net, centering pass, deflected out or up the boards by Colorado. All right, 20 to, oh, they took that shot away for Colorado, of course. Under 3:10 to play in the middle period. Kraken have to tag up. They're getting a line change, so they dump it in. Out of the zone, though. Colorado at the red line. Pass to the near boards. Natchez drop pass to McKinnon. Oh, a long shot from the blue line. I don't know if Malinsky gets the goal or if it was tipped in. Might have been Kadri. Back to a 3-goal lead at 4-1. I mean, I truthfully, as a Kings fan, I should be rooting for this, but I don't know. Don't want Colorado to succeed. Pardon me, Avalanche fans. I mean, they just won it in, 2022? So they don't need another one. I'm looking for somebody new to win. Or somebody not recent to win. All right, face off and dumped into the Seattle zone. So Grubauer gives up his first. DeCord started, played the hold first, and gave up 3 and was lifted to start the second in favor of Grubauer. Blue line keeper, a long shot deflected into the near corner. They did say Kadri, his 13th from Malinsky and McKinnon. We'll try to get both of those visualizers. May have to wait till the second intermission, though. All right, the puck was briefly in the zone, now in the neutral zone, sent in, but now Colorado will immediately send it up the near boards. Behind the net, Grubauer plays it to the far corner. It's pinned in the corner. And, we got a fight, I thought. It looked like somebody threw a punch and then headed to the bench. They lost their glove and stick. What was that? I'd like to see a replay. Play continues. Under a minute and a half to go, second period. That was very odd. Into the near corner, behind the net. And let's see. Puck is pinned along the boards again. Far circle. Kraken keep it in. Blue line. Send it behind the net. Up the boards. Not out. Kept in by Dunn. Dunn gets it back. Dunn with a shot. Too high or tipped into the netting above the glass. They take down the 52.7 seconds to go. And I guess this is the under 6 media timeout. Thought we had them all. 4-1 Colorado. And Blackhawks Mammoth in overtime. Predators 3, Canucks 1, second intermission. Knights 3, Penguins 2, 2:32 to go, second period. All right, first we got Riker Evans, shorthanded goal, his 7th. He is number 7. No, he's number 41. Gets a pass and buries it in from the near circle. All right, we'll do it one more time. Evans is near the red line, number 41. Brought in, and a nice pass, and he buried it from the near circle. Why did my volume get oh. And then Kadri is 13th from Malinsky and McKinnon. Kadri is at the red, 91 to the blue line. Right at the point, or right in the slot. Must have been tipped off of Malinsky's shot. All right. Yep, still overtime in Utah, 2:36 to play. I think we're back from commercial on Altitude Sports, but I'm still waiting. I don't know what's going on. Some locker room comedy bit. I don't know. Can we get back to the game? Oh, brother. We have the Kings tomorrow night, Dan. Hello. I'll put it on the board right now. Plus, we'll go over it at intermission. We got the Kings Friday and Monday. We're skipping other ones, though. Kings games don't do so great on my channel either. I do want to watch some more Kopitar, but I'm not going to preempt the Sabres or the Canadians for the Kings anymore, though. 21.2 to go and a whistle. Yeah. So tomorrow against the Islanders, 6 o'clock, and then against the Rangers on Monday, 6 o'clock. We got the Canadians Saturday, Sunday. I think the Sabres, I got the Sabres Tuesday, and one of their games is like NHL Network or something, so I'm not going to get it. Sabres games and Canadians games do well. Blue line keeper, a shot, a big rebound. Seattle couldn't do anything with it. There's 6 seconds to go. And let's see. At neutral ice, that's it. We head to the third period or the second intermission. Still a 3-goal spread. It was 3-0 after 1. It's 4-1 after 2. Yeah. Would love to do more Kings games, but they play poorly, and they play poorly, especially at home. That's the biggest problem. Oh, I see. That sign's reflecting light. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, and they're not doing so great for me on YouTube. Not now. Would love to watch more Kings games, but it is kind of frustrating, to be honest. I'm hoping for a wild card. I don't know. I mean, Kraken losing will actually help. We'll take a look at the standings. They got to play better at home, though. I don't know what it's going to take for them to wake up and play better at home. I can't understand it. Let's see. End of second. Yeah. That's a good question, though. What are the chances for a wild card, you think? I hope it happens. Not holding my breath. All right, they updated the shots. It's 21-20 Kraken. But 4-1. 4-1 the score, Colorado. Yep. Probably made a bad choice. Probably should have done this Knights Penguins game, which is 3-2. Predators up 3-1 over Canucks. Wasn't going to do that. All these games, second intermission. Looks like we have a final in Utah. Blackhawks win in overtime. Connor Bedard's 27th from Vlasic and Lardis. 3:57 into overtime. Yeah, the Mammoth got a point. All right, let's take a look at the standings, I think. And we'll start off with the West. Probably a good idea. And I will put up the schedule. Yeah, no chance at a doubleheader tomorrow night. Sunday, I just wanted to do the Canadiens game. I didn't feel like doing a doubleheader either. Saturday again, I'm spending time with my sons this weekend, so just doing games at 6. The 9 o'clock game is terrible on Sunday, anyways. I mean, not Sunday. There is no 9 o'clock game Sunday. Saturday, the 9 o'clock game is bad. All right, sorry, trying to rest my nose and ears. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, I'm hoping. Let's start out with the West. Hoping the Kings can some way, somehow sneak into that 8th spot. Currently, the Mammoth. Yeah, we'll leave. I mean, here, we'll go through the Central real quick. I mean, those spots are all but clinched. I mean, I know it not technically. Avs with 95 points, looking like they're going to get to 97 tonight. Stars 92, Wild 88. And then there's quite a gap. We have Ducks with 75 to lead the Pacific. Knights 72, Oilers 72. They both have a game in hand on Edmonton. Then it's the Mammoth 74, Sharks 68, Kraken 67, Kings 67, Predators 66. I think it'll be, I don't know if the Mammoth are going to drop out. They're pretty good. I don't know if the Ducks, the Knights, or the Oilers are going to fall out, but it's up for grabs for that second wild card spot and whatever. I guess the 8th seed. I don't know. I forgot how their goofy playoff matchups are. I got to look that up soon. So yeah, Sharks. Well, let's see. Sharks will have a game in hand on the Kraken, the Kings, and the Preds. Mammoth have played more games too. Yeah, there'll be. I don't know if this is included yet. If that overtime loss is in here at 66. Let's see what the time is. 10:46. Maybe they got it in there. We'll see. It's going to be tough. I mean, they're going to have to help themselves, and they can help themselves a lot at home, where they're 10, 15, and 7. Pretty good on the road, 16, 8, and 8, but they're only 3, 6, and 1 in their last 10. And I think losing Fiala is really going to hurt. I can't underestimate what he brought in night in and night out. He gives you 100% effort all the time, every game. I can't say the same about other King players. But man, minus 23, that is awful. There's like, outside of the Avs, the Stars, the Wild, the Mammoth are really good. I mean, these three are in a league of their own, especially the Avalanche. Actually, Avalanche, Stars, Wild are distant. Mammoth then, and then just Knights and Oilers barely over. Then you got the Ducks leading the division, minus 9. Sharks, minus 24. And then the Kraken, the Kings, and Predators all minus and in the hunt. 75 points wouldn't even get you in the playoffs in the East either. Nobody outside the top 3 would make the playoffs in the East. Yep, East, the Sabres have 86 points, but Tampa has 2 games in hand at 84 points. Montreal sitting on 82. Canes with 88. They lost to, I think, the Blues tonight, didn't they? To double check. That's brutal. Penguins 79, Islanders 79, and now the Wings 79 and Bruins 78. Blue Jackets right there with 77. Hoping they'll sneak in above maybe Boston. Just don't let the Caps in. Looks at Senators, Flyers, Caps kind of fading here, but still plenty of games left. Caps got to win tonight too. over the Sabres on the road. Sabres are really good at home. They haven't even lost 10 at home yet. Yeah. Oh, this year? Yeah. I'm surprised at how hot they are. Their last 35, 40 games, they've been really on fire. Yeah, they did not get cooled off by the Olympic break either. They are 8-2-0 in their last 10, but their last 35, 40 are incredible. Yeah, I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I mean, the way they started the year, I didn't think this was going to happen. Yes, I agree. I hope the Wings make it. I was only looking for the Jackets to take out the Bruins, but in the East, I just don't want the Capitals or the Panthers. Looking like we don't have to worry about the Panthers. Cap's still probably in it, though. Never know what's going to happen. But yeah, Red Wings would be fine with me as well. Yeah, I have no problem. I'll be pulling for Buffalo and Montreal first, and then probably the Hurricanes, maybe the Islanders, Wings, Penguins, then the Lightning. I don't know. Lightning are kind of dirty. Plus, they won it. Rather see a new team win it. And not the Bruins either. They won it in like 2013 or 15. So not 15. 14 maybe, I think. All right. Yeah, and then the West, I don't know. I really don't want the Lanch or the Stars. Don't want the Ducks or the Knights. I'd root for the Oilers. I guess the Mammoth. I don't find them that exciting to watch, though. Kraken either. Hoping for the Kings. But yeah, mainly I'm not going to root for the Avs, the Stars, the Ducks, or the Knights. And Wild would be just above those four. I'd rather the Oilers or the Mammoth or obviously the Kings. I'm still hoping the Kings above anybody, but being realistic. I mean, they're there, but I just don't trust them to help themselves at home. And I don't know if they'll get the teams above them to cool off. Mammoth doing okay. Oh, yeah, everybody's kind of just treading water. Nobody's really making any moves here in this wild card standings. All right, I got to rest my voice. I think we will take a break and we'll leave the scores up here. Predators Canucks is about to start the third, so we'll leave that up. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, I think I already said it, but like and subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel, helps get it recommended to other potential viewers, potential subscribers, which will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, if you could give me a follow there, please, as well. All right. Let me cue up some music as I take a quick break. Try to get like one song to fill the time here. Played the shorter stuff, I think. All right, be right back. Thanks. All right, we are back, and let me get rid of the music. All right, pretty good timing there. Oh, let me get out and get back in. I think we'll stick with altitude, the Avalanche feed. All right, just about set for the third. Face off, taken by the Avs. They're in white, going right to left. 22-19 the shots. All right, so they made an edit at the intermission. All right, Kraken did nothing with it. Avs regroup in their own end, bring it up the middle, pass gets away at the blue line. Seattle sent it back, and now Tays has it for Colorado, dumping from the red line. Behind the net, Grubauer. And the puck is in the near boards. Behind the net, sent back to the blue line by Manson. But Kraken going the other way, a breakaway towards the net. Shot, save, frozen by Wedgwood at 19:08. I guess Eberle had a breakaway and wasted opportunity by Colorado. Right? That's got to be a shot on net. I'm sorry, not Colorado, Seattle. He tried to deke him several times. Yeah, Eberle, and he stuck with the forehand, and Wedgwood saved it and then froze it. Near circle face-off and taken behind the net by Manson. Up the boards. Knocked back into Burns. Behind the net to Manson. Sends it down the length of the ice. No icing as picked up by Nichushkin. 86 miles per hour on the shot, and the puck is in the netting above the glass at 1846. Wedge wall. 24 wins in 35 games, 916 save percentage, 2.19 goals against. Goalie win percentage, 803. I don't know what that means. All right. Face off in the far circle. Kept in. Malinsky. Sends it around behind the net. Up the near boards for might have been Myers, I think, for Seattle. Yep. Again, it's difficult at best to see these Kraken numbers, so it's really hard to tell who's who. Sent up the far boards. Colorado sends it back behind the net. Drury behind the net. It's kept in by Malinsky. Shot, and it must have been wide and into the far boards. Sent out by Seattle towards the net. A shot, save, lost track of it, and he froze it as he's laying down at 17:57. Wedgwood coming up with two huge saves here early in the third. I guess that was Winterton on that shot. Somebody fell down for the Colorado defense, and shot was loose underneath Wedgwood after the initial save. Yeah, and then he dove to his side, right side, and froze it. Oh my gosh, just dropped the puck. We finally get underway. Sent out by the Avalanche. Sent up by the Kraken. Tipped into the near boards. Into the near circle. And a whistle. What was the whistle for at 17:43? I don't know. 24-19 the shots, Seattle, but they trail 4-1. Next goal would be huge. If it's 5-1, it's over. If it's 4-2, Kraken still have a slight chance, but they need it very soon. At the blue line, dumped in. Far corner, centering pass, tipped, and out of the zone. Back to their own zone. Kraken pick it up, far side now. Tipped away at the neutral ice, and a dump in by Colorado. Taken behind the net by Evans. At the red line, a dump in. Zoom in. Near corner. Colorado saucer pass to neutral ice. Sent up the far boards by Seattle. Dump in from the red line, Seattle, to the near boards. And Seattle in the far circle. Shot, save, and held on. Wasn't sure at first. Looked like it might have, I don't know. I could not figure out if the ref was going to point to the goal or not. Oh, that probably was a shot on goal. I don't know. Let's see the replay. I guess NHL.com is just slow to update. That's sure. I thought that would be a shot. Seattle, another shot, save, and sent to the far boards. Neutral ice, knocked back in. Seattle has to tag up. Now they take it in. Pass to the near boards. Shot wide into the far boards. Was that Larson? Sent around. And at the red line, taken back to the near boards. Up ahead. That could have been Stevenson, yeah. All right, Seattle takes it behind their own net now. Collision between two Avalanche players. Now the Avalanche skated in. Gets away, taken away. I think it's Beniers to the red line and a dump in to the near corner. Yep, suddenly it's 26-19. It's just slow for NHL.com to put them in. Dump in by the Avs. It's in the far corner. Kraken send it around up the near boards and down the length of the ice. Not icing, though. Avs pass to the center. Taken by Drury. Drury to the blue line. Long shot. Glove save and held on by Grubauer at 15-15. May have been Burns on the shot. Bok Choy, let's go Avs. What's up? How you doing, Bok Choy? Thanks for being here. Trying to think if I have an Avs game coming up. I think Monday. Yes, Penguins Avs off of ESPN. So that's our next Avalanche game. I think we are done with Kraken game. Their jerseys are hard to read. They got annoying LED lights, and the numbers just don't pan out. Shot and save. Hoping the Avs would bail me out, but saved by Wedgwood again. He's been brilliant tonight for the Avs. That wasn't a shot on goal? Wait, for the Kraken? 15:02. Man, slow start to this third period. Thanks, Pak Choi. Yeah, it's ESPN. Puck drop should be about 8:45. That would be 7:45 Mountain for you. Behind the net, up the far boards. Again, that's Monday night. Sent behind the net. Kept in. Blue line. Shot by Larson. Wedgwood tipped it to the near corner. Don't know if he got it with the blocker and the glove or just the blocker. And now another save on the blue line shot. Kraken getting chances, just cannot put it past Wedgwood. Under 14 and a half to go. Kraken get it stolen. I mean, believe me, I want the Avs to beat Seattle to help the Kings. I got something in my eye. Kraken have the puck. Both teams getting line changes. Evans dumps it in for the Kraken. Avs take it behind their own net. Sent to the far boards. Long pass ahead. Too far. Kraken have it in the far circle. Under 14 to go in the third. Sent in. This might be icing on Seattle at 13:53. Avs were up 3-0 after one. And briefly it was 3-1, but it was 4-1 after 4-1 after two. I'll try to stop by Miles tomorrow night after my game if he's on. Face off. In the near, let's see if he has geometry dash or something. Shot from the blue line by the Avs in the near circle. Pass gets away, delayed offsides on Colorado. Kraken send it up the near boards. Taken away. Now Kraken have it again. Dump it in. Far circle. Behind the net. Picked up by the Avs. Pass taken by Nichushkin up ahead. Forgot to look up his pronunciation. Evans takes it for the Kraken and sends it up. Excuse me. All right, behind the net. Kraken missed on a hit. Now they get one in the corner. Avs send it to the neutral ice. Picked up by Seattle in their own zone. All right, dump in to the side of the net. Frozen puck by Wedgwood. That should be the under 14 media timeout. Still 4-1 Avs. Again, Natchez, McKinnon, Wah in the first. Wah was a power play. Kadri, his 13th, newly acquired from the Flames. Wait a minute. We're not going to commercial? Why? I don't think we had the under 14. I thought we were headed to commercial. All right, hold on. This makes no sense. It wasn't icing. The face-off is in the near circle. I don't think we did the under. Well, I don't know. All right, sent up by both teams in and out of the zone. Finally dumped in, and it's played behind the Kraken net. Far circle, blue line, keeper. No, now it goes out of the zone for the Avs. They retreat in front of their own net. Send it up the far boards and taken away by the Kraken. Avs got a couple changes. Sent around the net into the near corner. Under 12:20 to go. Near corner. Around the net. Far corner. Far circle. Colorado sends it behind their own net. And let's see. Taken up into the near boards. It's dumped in by and Larson takes it for the Kraken. Sends it up. Pass to the neutral zone. Far boards. Chipped ahead. In the far corner. Natchez couldn't get it out. Behind the net. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Now a pass taken out by Kadri to the red line. Up ahead, near circle. Center to the far circle. Off a skate or stick into the far corner for Natchez. Kraken dig it out. Pass to the near circle. Skated up the middle to the red line. Both teams getting a couple changes. To the near circle. Near corner. Behind the net. And behind the net again. Colorado with the puck. Seattle had some good chances early in the period, but it's kind of slowed down the pace here. Neither team getting much going. Eberle dumps it in for the Kraken. Near corner. Eberle digs it out. Pass out of the zone for the Avs. Taken into the far circle. Drop pass, I think, by Wah. Now in the far circle towards the net. Backhander missed the net by Nelson for the Avs. They just took a shot away. Well, they had 28-21 on the shots. Now it's 27-21 against Seattle. Still 4-1 Avs. Up ahead, near boards, Burns passes. Over the blue line, a block shot into the near corner, sent around behind the net. And taken out by the Kraken, a dump in from the red line. Far corner. All right, behind the net of the Colorado Avalanche. Now taken to the blue line by Seattle. Pass to the near side. Montour's shot blocked into the near boards. Chased into the near corner. I cannot read these dang numbers. These uniforms are horrible. Can't have the numbers on the jersey the same color as the actual jersey and then just have a very faint outline, that light blue you see in this SEA at the top. Behind the Colorado net, 9:20 to play. Natchez takes it in the far circle and takes it in front of his net. Pass to the near side. Pass to the far side. Up ahead. Dump in. Actually on net. Steered aside into the near boards. Seattle at the red line. Quickly into the far circle. A shot saved by Wedgwood. And Natchez can't get it out. Pass to the blue line. Kraken shot. Deflected into the far corner. Far circle. Kadri dumps it in at the red line, and the Avs go for a line change. Well, now it says 28-22. They just added in shots. All right, up ahead into the near corner. We have not had a whistle in some time. I do not know why they didn't take the under 14. Maybe they did already. Maybe I think I just forgot. We're due for the under 10. In the near corner. Behind the Colorado net. Pass gets away in the far circle. Shot steered behind the net. Near corner. Pass gets away. And dumped in behind the net. Yeah, sorry, I'm not getting to the... Avs with 97 points, they clinched for sure, right? Oh, I don't know. Probably not. We still got enough. I haven't seen clinching scenarios, but we still got quite a few games to go. All right, sent around the boards. And, all right, into the near corner. All right. Blue line keeper for the Avs. A shot blocked, tipped into the netting. Avs get a goal at 7:19. And that should do it, barring an absolute miracle. With it 5-1 with 7:19 to play. Just kept pressuring. Kraken couldn't cut through, couldn't break through. And the Avs, Manson sent one. I don't know if he got credited for it or if it was tipped. No, yep, Kiviranta on the goal. His third.
Battling Riker Evans and that tip. You can see Grubauer trying to make the save with the glove. Parker Kelly out at the blue line. It's what the Avs do so well.
I don't think Kiviranta, they said he tipped it. I didn't see it. Manson and Kelly on the assist, but all right, I'll take their word for it. Grubauer wasn't able to make the glove save. He's given up 2. He relieved Decord to start the second. Decord gave up 3 in the first. All right, blue line. It is kept in again. Avs still up 5-1, looking for more. I mean, you have to. In the corner, Natchez. Back to the blue line. Natchez pass to the far side. Natchez gets it back towards the far circle for McKinnon. Did not complete the pass. Kadri centered it and nearly got another one, but good play, I think, by Grubauer or the Seattle defense. Under 6.5 to play. So because of the goal, we didn't get the under 10 yet. I think we did get the under 14, and I just completely fell asleep on it. Long day. All right, Natchez can't get it. Kraken take it in. Far boards, far circle. Tays there. Pass gets away. Tays in front of the net. Saucer pass, not out. Sent in by Seattle. Now Tays saucer passed it to the neutralized. Colorado trying to get a change. McKinnon takes the puck. Passes, brought up. Who was 54? Pass into the slot for Nichushkin. 54 is Brindley. I forgot. Brindley centers it. Blue line shot. Glove save. Grubauer. He hangs on at 5:36. So we're overdue for the under 10. And we'll have the under 6 media timeout shortly. 5-1 Avs. They've thoroughly dominated this game. In Seattle on the road. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could try to check out if there's any hockey clinching scenarios. I'd say it's way too early though. I'll do a quick search for it though. Why does my tablet just completely die with YouTube? I absolutely freaks out and goes to a blank. Now I can't even get it. I'm going to have to completely close YouTube and reopen it. It's so stupid. Trying to see. What? Eight for conference. Top 3 teams in each division automatically qualify. The 2 teams with the next best records in conference, regardless of the division, earn wild card berths. I don't know. Are there seriously clinching scenarios already? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to read this. I'll have to look into it. I couldn't find any definitive answer that there were clinching scenarios yet. All right, under 5:29 to go. We'll have one more media timeout. Ooh, nice hit behind the boards by Myers. Behind the net, behind the Colorado net to specify. All right, up ahead for the Avs, Bardakov sent it around. Now the Kraken send it out to neutral ice and dump it in. Collision between a Av and a Kraken player. 4:50 to play. And a pass up the near boards. Wait, what? Why don't I have... There we go. Sent behind the Seattle net. Alexiak is there. Nobody's dug it out. Finally, the Kraken have it. They just get it to neutral ice. Off the near boards. Carried in. Near corner. I think it's Stevenson. Pass to the blue line. A shot wide into the far circle. And just out to the neutral ice. But the Kraken have the puck. 28-25 are your shots on goal. Kraken, but they're trailing 5-1. All right, sent ahead to the neutral ice. Sent up again now by the Kraken. Far circle, tipped ahead by Kadri. I think this is going to be icing called against Colorado, and it is with 3:36 to go. Wait, what? It wasn't icing? All right. I got to stop guessing because every time I'm sure it's icing, it's never icing. All right, Seattle behind their net. Sent up the far boards, and Wedgwood plays it behind the net. I'm trying to scooch up a little bit. Far circle, Kraken with the puck. And tipped out of the zone on their breakaway shot. Grubauer's save. I don't know if that puck was maybe wide of the net, though, at 2:52 to go in the third. 5-1 Colorado. Oh, yeah. That is the under 6 media timeout. Should be the last media timeout. Oh, we need to check the other scores. Well, that game wouldn't have been a whole lot better. Knights 5, Penguins 2, but maybe more people would have watched. Yep, sorry, not offending. Don't want to offend any Kraken fans, but this will probably be my last Kraken game unless they make the playoffs. Predators 3, Canucks 3. That game's headed to overtime, apparently. All right. Trying to make sure I'm live. Now, what is going on? There we go. Oh, yeah. Clinching scenarios. I don't know. I can't figure this out. I don't understand. Oh, that's just the division. Okay. Yeah, nobody's clinched anything. I'm not sure how close we are. Like magic numbers. Yeah, I don't understand how to read this. It says magic numbers, but I can't figure. Oh, actually, wait, but that's just for the division. Like, do they have it by conference? Let's see. So Colorado's only clinched the Central over the Blackhawks, apparently. So I don't think we're anywhere near clinching playoff berths yet. All right, into the near boards finally. And skated out. Neutral ice now. Dump in Colorado. Far circle. Down low behind the Seattle net in the near corner. Blue line. Nope. Sent out. Race is on. Wedgwood sends it off the boards to the far corner. And sent in up the near boards. Avs over the red line. That is Nichushkin. Pass gets away. Taken by the Kraken. Pass to the neutral ice where it's taken by Burns, who passes it to Manson. Getting at least a forward line change for the Avs. Into the far boards. Kept in at the blue line. We're under 2 minutes to play in the third period. Yeah, thanks, Dr. Delay. No, I should have done the Penguins game tonight, but they're not doing too much better than the Kraken right now. The game I avoided, I don't know how to do the clinching scenarios. I'm trying to figure it out. Thanks, Dr. Delay, though. Yeah, we've got 5-2 Golden Knights and Predators Canucks. You know, some of the worst teams need the Canucks to win to help out the Kings, though. Colorado beating Seattle will help out the Kings. I still don't think the Kings are going to be able to get in, though. Malinsky turns it over. Kraken have it at the red line. We're finally under a minute to go in this masterpiece. Sorry, Kraken fans. Puck in the near far corner, behind the net. Pass to the Natchez in the neutral zone. A dump in, and may have been icing by the Avs at 41.3. Update the shots. Preds, Canucks. Come on, Canucks. Win at home over the Preds. They're already going to pick up a point. Bad enough as it is. Yeah, they had to tie it, though, so I can't complain too much. They were down 3-2. Towards the net, behind the Colorado net. Kept in at the blue line by the Kraken. Sent around. And to the neutral ice for Colorado. Kraken have the puck. Pass to the near boards. We're under 20 seconds, mercifully. Towards the far circle, a shot was wide into the near boards. Sent up. We got 5 seconds. Neutralized. That should do it. 1 second. That's it. That's the final. 5-1 Colorado. And of course, they took another shot away from the Kraken. Well, I guess I could quickly switch over to Predators Canucks for this overtime. If it goes shootout, I don't really want to. I don't know. The Kraken games, no offense to Kraken fans, just don't do well on the channel. I was hoping a little bit of a bump from Colorado, but not to be. I don't know. I just don't like doing Golden Knights. I've done quite a few lately. But the Kraken wore numbers tonight that were the same color as the jersey color, and they just had this light outline of SEA around the numbers. It was hard to read. All right, we got Nashville and Vancouver tied. I guess I can do a little bonus coverage, stretch this one out, since they're in overtime. All right, let's put the final in. Colorado 5, Seattle 1 final. Bonus coverage. OT for Nashville. Sent wide by Vancouver. All right, so that's where we're at. We had our final score, and now we have bonus coverage for Nashville, Vancouver. It's 3-3, under a minute. Shot wide. Towards the net, and a diving stop with 43.3 seconds to go. And I'll try to fix this. Nash and Van. 3-3. Let me fix the time. All right, 43.3 seconds to go. Shots are 25-18. All right, I'll try to fix the colors later. They just kicked Holla out of the draw for the Preds. All right, face off. Predators going the other way. Under 40 seconds to go. Pass. Nope. Shot was wide again. Thought he had Holla wide open. Didn't thread the needle. It was Shea. Thought he would pass it. 34.5 to go. I don't know why teams think that is a good idea, referring to... This was horrible tonight. I think I may have had this happen before. Usually Seattle isn't that hard to read, but it was brutal tonight. I don't know. Plus they have flashing LED lights in the the stairs or the aisles, and it was kind of bothering me. The Sharks do too, but it's not nearly as bad. All right, 25-19 the shots. I'll try to fix these colors. Nashville over the red line, into the near circle, towards the net, shot into the far boards. Blue line pass to the near circle, 5 seconds to go. Taken towards the net, and finally, that's the end of the overtime. 3-3, heading for a shootout. And we will fix the shootout thing, and then we will fix the colors for the teams. Alrighty, we had... Oh, come on. Where... There it is. Predators, Canucks, shootout. Bang, there we go. Let me fix the colors if I can real quick. A little bonus coverage here. I think, yeah, Nashville wears white on the road. So this will fix that. They wear gold at home. All right, that's better. Now Vancouver should be white on... Actually, that blue is pretty close to their blue, the Seattle blue, but let's make the lettering white. Their blue is a little brighter. It's not as dark. All right, and we're set in time for the shootout. All right, might get spoilers on the page, but here we go. Skated in by Ogren for Vancouver. Shot and a save by Saros. Bottom of the first. Think of it as extra inning baseball, but it's best of three, first three shots. If still tied, then it's extra inning baseball. Each team getting a chance, but, then it's, best of one. All right, O'Reilly for Nashville. He skates up, takes it at the red line, over the blue. Near circle, on the forehand, in the slot. Backhander, high. He missed it. I don't think Tolopilo got a piece of it. He just sent it high. Boy, I've not heard of... I haven't done Canucks games in forever because they are terrible. All right, next up, Jake DeBrusk, number 74. He picks it up at the red line, takes it to the blue line, towards the goal. Oh, goal. I thought it hit the bar. 1-0. Vancouver after, the second round. He went top shelf. All right, pressure is on Nashville for their second shot. Picked up, that's Forsberg. Carries it right up the slot, fakes, never got a shot off. If he had lifted, I think it would have hit the side of the net. So we head to the third shot, and Vancouver can win it. We won't even need the final Nashville shot. Forsberg with a terrible shot. All right, Pedersen, number 40, with the puck at the red line. And taken towards the middle, and a backhander saved by Saros. We will get the final shot of the third. Yep. Thanks, Aaron, for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, I figured why not? We got an overtime game. The other game probably is over. We'll double check that in a minute. All right, Stamkos up for Nashville. Must score or Vancouver wins. Stamkos towards the slot. Forehand save by Talapilo, and DeBrusk is your game-winning shootout goal. That's it. Final score 4-1. A shootout win for the Vancouver Canucks. So Nashville does pick up a point, though. But they don't get their 2 points. So final score, Predators 3, Canucks 4, final in a shootout. All right, let's get you the Pittsburgh final score, and I think we'll be done. And we can go all right, we'll go through all the scores. Penguins game is still going, 104 to go. I'll take a quick look, but so we had Colorado 5, Seattle 1, and we had Canucks 4, Predators 3 in a shootout. And we'll take a look at Golden Knights Penguins, and we'll let you know when that goes final as well. Sharks 4, Bruins 2, Capitals 2, Sabres 1, as heard on Sinbin's stream. 58.7 seconds to go in Las Vegas. Ducks lost on the road in Toronto 6-4. That's good for the Kings. Red Wings lose to the Lightning 4-1 in Tampa. Panthers 2-1 over the Jackets in overtime. Flames 5, Devils 4. Blues 3, Canes 1. That's an upset. Stars 7, Oilers 2. It's 6-2 Vegas. Penguins with the puck. They centered it. So, Dr. DeLay, I believe Malkin's still serving his suspension. Pens have been struggling. They're still a good team. They should still make the playoffs. I don't see anybody surpassing them to knock them out. Maybe the Blue Jackets will knock out the Bruins. Flyers beat the Wild 3-2 in a shootout. Rangers 6, Jets 3. Hawks win in overtime 3-2 over the Mammoth. Connor Bedard, the game-winning goal at his 27th at 3:57. As heard just now in the shootout, Canucks 4, Predators 3, Avalanche 5, Kraken 1. All right, we got through them all. That's your final. Night 6, Penguins 2. All right. Let me take down the shootout. We will have Kings Islanders 6 o'clock, 6:05 live stream. Tomorrow, Sharks Canadians 6:05 Saturday, Ducks Canadians 6:05 Sunday. Monday will return to doubleheaders. There is no opportunity for a doubleheader tomorrow. 2 games on the slate. Oilers Blues, available on Hulu if you have that. Then Saturday again, I'm spending time with my 2 boys, my 2 sons. So just limiting my time. And then Sunday, yeah, no real doubleheader. I could have done like 4 o'clock and 7, but I decided I'd rather do Ducks Canadians at 6. Again, we'll be back with the doubleheaders Monday, Tuesday. We'll take a look at college basketball, see if there's anything daytime I can maybe do. And we'll have that for you. But I think that's going to do it for me. Avs dominate. They beat the Kraken, which helps the Kings And now the Predators lost in overtime, so that kind of helps the Kings as well. All right, we'll take a look at the standings tomorrow night. I think that's going to do it for me. This is Sin Bin Stream signing out, wishing you all the best. Have a great, well, if you have anything left in your Thursday, have a great Friday. Hope you get your weekend started out right. Thanks for joining, Dr. DeLay. Appreciate you. Good luck with the college basketball, World Baseball Classic, Penguins games, etc., and Pirates baseball coming up. All right. So long. Have a good night. Thanks, Bok Choy. Appreciate it. Congrats to your Avs. I'll try to stop by Miles if he's streaming gaming tomorrow. All right. Until then, all right. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you joining the chat. Helped to make that game interesting because, boy, oh boy, Colorado thoroughly dominated Seattle tonight. So, all right. Good night and goodbye.